Hi there, guys. This is Q with The Watchtowers. That's thewatchtowers.com, .net, .org. I want to preface this video by letting you know that The Watchtowers, with an S, is not Jehovah's Witnesses. We're not affiliated, owned, or controlled, or in any way have anything to do with jw.org or what is commonly known as Jehovah's Witnesses. The Watchtowers is private and independent, and the concept and the idea of the Watchtowers is much older than that religion or that publishing company called the Watchtower Tract and Bible Society, Incorporated in Pennsylvania. Okay, let's get going here. U.S. government contractor has been arrested for alleged classified code theft. Washington. A U.S. government contractor who worked for the same company as whistleblower Edward Snowden has been secretly arrested for the alleged theft and disclosure of highly classified computer codes developed to hack foreign government networks, the U.S. Justice Department and media report said Wednesday. That's October 5th. Harold Thomas Martin III, 51, worked for the consulting firm Booz Allen Hamilton and was suspected of taking the highly classified quote-unquote source code reportedly developed by the National Security Agency, the NSA, to break into computer systems of adversaries like Russia, China, Iran, and the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. The New York Times quoted two government officials as saying some of the information Martin is suspected of taking was dated, while the Washington Post reported that investigators are probing whether Martin was responsible for an apparent leak that led to some of the most powerful NSA hacking tools appearing online in August. Martin was arrested on August 27th during a search of his residence in Glen Burnie, Maryland, where investigators found documents and digital information stored on various devices that contained quote-unquote highly classified information belonging to the U.S. government, according to a criminal complaint unsealed Wednesday by the U.S. Justice Department. Among the materials were, quote, 6 classified documents obtained from sensitive intelligence and produced by government agency in 2014, unquote, the complaint said. Quote, the documents were produced through sensitive government sources, methods, and capabilities, which are critical to a variety of national security issues. The disclosure of the documents would reveal those sensitive sources, methods, and capabilities, unquote. In addition, investigators found government property valued at more than $1,000 at Martin's residence or in his vehicle, which he allegedly stole. Martin voluntarily agreed to be interviewed by investigators, which he, quote, at first denied and later then confronted with specific documents, admitted he took documents and digital files from his work assignment to his residence and vehicle that he knew were classified, unquote, the complaint said. The department said Martin had stated that he knew he did not have the authorization to retain the materials at his residence or in his vehicle. According to the complaint, he told investigators that, quote, he knew what he had done was wrong and that he should not have done it because he knew it was unauthorized, unquote. Martin appeared in court on August 29th and remained detained. If convicted, he would face a maximum sentence of 1 year in prison for stealing classified materials and 10 years in prison for theft of government property. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Maryland said in a statement, James Weede, Martin's lawyer, told the Baltimore Sun the charges only represented the first step in the process. Quote, there's no evidence that Martin has betrayed his country, unquote, Weede said. Quote, what we do know is that Martin loves his family and his country. He served this nation honorably in the U.S. Navy and has devoted his entire career to protecting this country, unquote. White House spokesman Josh Earnest and President Barack Obama, quote, take quite seriously, unquote, the alleged theft of materials classified as top secret by a government contractor. Quote, it is a good reminder for us all with security clearances about how important it is for us to protect sensitive national security information, unquote, Earnest told reporters. The New York Times, a second insider, leaking the NSA's information would be, quote, a devastating blow, unquote, to the agency, which, quote, spent 2 years and hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, repairing the damage done, unquote, by Snowden. In 2013, Snowden copied and leaked classified information from the NSA exposing the U.S. agency surveillance program in the United States and abroad. Well, there you have it, folks. We're going to give a hat tip to Xinhua Chinese news services out of Washington. There you go. It's not as serious a breach, as far as we know right now, as what Snowden did. The feeling we're getting, or I'm getting from this, is that he was taking it, but he really wasn't doing anything with it, if this holds true. So he was just living dangerously. Don't know what was in his mind. Stealing code, though, it got released. It was released out in August. So that is, I don't know if you can believe this guy or not, that he was just taking it like a squirrel or something, squirreling it away in his vehicle or his home. So that doesn't sound like somebody that's working for another state, does it? Somebody being that sloppy, that is. Well, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video clip until the end here. Again, this is Q with thewatchtowers.com.net.org. I'm not a professional broadcaster or commentator, so I appreciate you putting up with me or, listening towards the end here. Again, I want to thank you and tell you God bless. Say your prayers, and may it be well with you and yours.